Hey everyone, Delphi Group here with Delphi Signal for another weekly and also quarterly report since today is the last day of the month. So yeah, we're gonna go over a couple things how we did this week. Another amazing week here, a green week. Knock on wood, we have not had a losing week here yet this year. So yeah, we're gonna go over some things that we did, some trades that we did. One textbook trade off the Delphi Signal itself, so we could show you why it's so powerful. But like we said before, we're not just about the Delphi Signal. We're not about a trading tool. There is more to what we are doing here, okay? Which has to do with our Discord community, what we call the Delphi Room. Okay, so once we go to the Delphi Room on Discord, okay, this is it right here. We are in the week in review channel here where we post all of our performance. Again, all our trades are documented. They are posted here in our trade channels. So everything is documented and posted. Now, again, so if we go back to this past week, you could see here we have one trade, which I'll get to off of the Delphi Signal. This actually was not closed here. We had taken some profits. We actually closed this today on Southwest Airlines LUV, which were puts. So we did close that out today for over $2.10, which I'll show you guys that. That was a textbook trade off of that. But yeah, as far as the other trades go, again, just another amazing week here, up over 50% on the week, 75% win rate, crazy profit factor of, over 15. So again, we're doing some amazing things here and we're not stopping. Again, all our trades are posted here. So we can see, we had two win, a loser on First Solar. Again, here's LUV, which I'll get to. Coinbase, IWM, which were index puts, which I will show you in our journal. Why what we do here nobody's doing. Okay, you have to analyze the markets and you have to trade accordingly. Okay, we've been net short the markets since the beginning of the year. What does that mean? That means that we were heavier puts over calls, and I'll show you what that means in a minute. But yes, this was a great trade. We took a hedge on IWM puts, Tesla, which I'll get to. We already highlighted Tesla last week, but we did close that out for over $7 from in at 175. So that was an amazing trade. Genie here was off UOA. Again, UOA means unusual option activity. We scored 80% there. So again, this was all this week. Okay. Just an amazing week here and again, we do this every week. Going to the quarter now, this is just simply incredible what we've done. And again, our percentages here are off of a $10,000 starter account. Okay. So these percentages you see here, that is what we have done since the beginning of the year. And when you look at the quarter, again, last year we did over 1,100%. Look at this number here. We are right now over 700%. This is the first quarter of the year. So what does that mean? That means our $10,000 starter account is up over 70,000 now. Just amazing stuff here, what we're doing. Okay, so almost 70% win percentage, crazy profit factor. So again, said this 1,000 times, nobody's doing what we do here. And, going back before I get into some of the trades, what I said before was, as we were net short the market since the beginning of the year, that means that, we are more weighted to puts, week after week after week. So here's our journal. Okay. And on the journal, I have this filtered here for our short trades or short positions. We still have some short positions on for May, for June. We still think the market can go lower even after this dump so far this year, but this filter is just our short trades. Okay, so what you can see here, 60% of our total profits, remember for the quarter, we were 700%. 60% or over 400% of those profits were on short positions that, did 75%. Okay, again, crazy profit factor. So why is this important? Because we analyze the markets. You have to analyze the markets. You have to see what the charts are telling you. Okay, and trade accordingly. If you're one of those people who just buys calls and is in bull mode, okay, you would not have done well this year. Okay, we adjust and we trade accordingly to, what we do here at Delphi. Okay, so going back to, some of the trades, again, let's look at the Delphi Signal trade that we took here. Again, we're going to the Delphi Signal trade ideas. This is where we get our signals from, and we put trades on. So here we are. We looked at the Delphi Signal last week, and I'll get to that in a minute, where we had a sell signal on the Delphi Signal. Okay, it was roughly around $35. Our target was $33, which we exceeded today. We closed that trade out today, as you can see here. Target exceeded, trade closed at over 210. So we exceeded the target, and we exceeded our final exit on those puts. So we could see those did, over 100%. We got in at $1. We closed it at 210. Okay, and every trade we put out, we do analysis on why we took the trade. Of course, this was off the Delphi Signal. So this ended up being a great trade in a fairly short period of time. And this is the norm for when you deal with, trades off the Delphi Signal. Okay. So, we also have I'll get to this in a minute, but we also have the non-trade ideas where we have, our put hedges, IWM puts we closed out already. We may get back in, got out of those at 505. Took some profits on QQQ puts, took some profits on Caesar puts. So you can see what we're doing here. We're not just about the Delphi Signal. We do have other trades we put out. Okay. And again, you can see a lot of puts, not many calls that we're in, thankfully, because the markets have been crashing, right? So again, let's go to the Delphi Signal here. Okay. This is the updated version of the Delphi Signal. We will put out another video getting more deeper into this. But you can see another great thing of the Delphi Signal. You can go back in time here and see what past signals have done. Okay. Like we always say, the proof is in the pudding. These signals stay on the charts. Okay. So there's no denying what the signal does. All right. So we can see here on March 24th, which was last week, okay, we had a sell signal, okay, on LUV. Okay, we can see that here, sell signal at, like, again, roughly near $35, okay. Another thing we have here on the Delphi Signal, which is really nice that nobody has, is we have options that you guys can look at. Low risk, medium risk, high risk, okay. You can see the low risk ones. These went out to May. We didn't go out to May. If you had seen on that trade, we went out to April, about the April 35s, okay? Again, the stock was roughly at 35. So those were in or at the money. But you can see here on the chart where the Delphi Signal fired that day. It actually fired 2 days in a row, again, at $35. And today we exited those puts under $33 right here. You can see that. Okay. So amazing things here. And again, what is the norm, right? The norm is we get the signals off of the Delphi signal. Okay. Then what do you have to do? Then you have to do your analysis, okay, on the signal. You're not going to take every trade off the Delphi signal, but the ones you are going to trade with the highest probability, again, you're going to be over 75, 80% win rate. And why? Because you have to do analysis. We did our analysis here. You can see this is where the signal fired at 35 off of these bearish candles. We entered the puts, and literally the trade exceeded our forecast. You could see when we put in this forecasted line, none of this was here. Okay, so the stop fell perfectly with our forecast line, hitting the target and cashing out on those puts, which we cashed out for on today. Again, over 100%. So this is how, in just a short period, how you use the signal, why it is so powerful. Okay. And again, we do this day after day, week after week, month after month. Nothing's changing here. And then, back to the Tesla trade, we highlighted this last week. We were still in the trade. We had, sold some when it was, up over 100%. But again, just to highlight what happened here, we put out this trade again in our non-trade channel. Okay, we got filled here at 175, which you guys saw on our journal on Tesla. Why? Because we saw a bullish double bottom pattern playing out. Okay, and again, we have a pattern recognition on the Delphi signal as well that alerts us to double tops, double bottoms. Okay, so around the same time, literally minutes after, we saw UOA come through, which is unusual option activity. Okay, you can see we're in our channel, and you can see where Tesla was trading at. We got in like 235. It was trading around 236, 237, but you see your calls started coming in on Tesla, okay, around that price, which gave us more confidence to our trades on calls. Now, again, yes, we are net short the market, but it doesn't mean you can't trade the charts on calls if the opportunity presents itself, okay, which is what we did. And if you look here on the chart, okay, this is a live looking actually of the chart. We can see Tesla's 248 now, but when we put out this trade, this is exactly where we put that trade out for the calls. Why? Because we saw a possible double bottom forming. Okay, and we exited up here on those calls. And then on our Tuesday analysis call that's posted here on YouTube, again, please subscribe, like, follow our YouTube channel, as we're going to keep doing amazing stuff like this. On our call last Tuesday, we said, watch out because Tesla looks like it could reverse. And that was near 300. And again, right now, Tesla's at 247. So we made another amazing call there, okay, off of our reversal on Tesla. But again, we took the calls off of this, W bottom, okay? And now what do we see here? And we'll talk about this tomorrow on our Tuesday market report. We are seeing bear flag after bear flag after bear flag, okay? And again, we'll get into this more tomorrow, but this is why we took those calls. We cashed out up here, and we made the call of a reversal. So we nailed everything on this call on Tesla, okay? What did that mean? Well, you could see here, we entered those calls at 175, and complete rocket ship closed it at $7. Okay, so again, nobody's doing what we do here at Delphi. Okay, nobody's doing that. Okay, we just nonstop doing well for our community. That's why we're here. We're here for you guys, here for the community. So please, like, again, I ask that you can please subscribe, follow, like our YouTube channel. We're going to keep putting out content like this every week. Hopefully get us out to the masses, to all the traders out there that we can help, grow their accounts like we're doing for our community here at Delphi. So again, hope you guys enjoyed this weekly, quarterly recap. And again, we'll be back tomorrow doing a Tuesday market report, seeing where the markets are going, and try to help everybody with their trading. Thanks again for being here. Take care.